Good evening, everybody. Welcome, Divine Feminine, into your reading, guys. And today is the 11th of December, 2021. We are slowly moving out of this year. 2021 is getting over. And of course, this is an important time of the year, right? Looking forward to something new in our lives for all of us. And we'll see what the future unfolds and what the energies are talking about for the next couple of days at least. And we'll go from there, okay? Now, take what resonates with you guys and leave the rest. If you feel that you are not closely associating yourself with this reading, don't be upset. It only means that me and our spirit world, we haven't tuned in to your specific energy. But if it is so, then take the guidance and see what you can do with it. And we'll move into the reading. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to just play around with this deck a little bit. Hope everybody is doing well around this portion in time. And let's see. So let's call upon a divine guide, angel ancestors, and my spirit world, my divine source, into this reading for you, Divine Feminine. And let's check to see your first main 3 energies and see what's happening here, or what is Spirit trying to tell you here. Okay. There are 2 cards, guys. So there is a message and I'm going to take it, okay? The bottom is, it's the 5 of Swords energy, win or lose, okay? So you have learned a lesson, clearly. It's a card of learnings. It's a card of learning lesson. That whatever you're going to do from now on in your life, you have an option to choose your direction, right? So if you choose the right option, you win. If you choose the wrong option, you will lose, right? Universe is saying, we have shown you the result. You have gone through a learning lesson in your life with regards to this 5 of Swords energy, right? So now they leave the decision on you. See, universe will give you the hint. Universe will tell you what they have to tell you. Universe will convey their message, but they will never force you to do anything. That part of the story is totally on you, what you want. That option, the choice, that decision, they leave it on to you. Whatever you take is for your benefit. What you don't want to take, that is again your decision, your choice. The direction you choose is again your choice, your decision, right? They will not enforce it on you, but they will give you, they will show you the way, they will give you the hint, But again, what you do with that decision or the choice is entirely up to your understanding. That's what they're trying to tell you here. Okay, so that's the bottom of the deck, but then that's what it is, right? New vitality, spread your wings. Yeah, see, this is the story here. So whether you want to take a new direction, you want to feel alive again, You want to do good things in your life. You want to take a new route, choose a new direction. Intuitively, you can decide on that. But now again, what you decide, which direction you want to take, whether you want to spread your wings to feel a new sense of vitality, a new sense of being alive, will be up to you, right? Will be up to you. That decision will be your choice, whether you want to do it or don't want to do it. So if you want to win, you take a new direction. If you want to lose, then you don't. Option is yours. That's the message right here for you, Divine Feminine. So we start off the reading, guys, with release, which is the Death card. It's liberation. It's liberation, right? So they are telling you to release the negativity in yourself. Whatever you have been holding on to, whatever that you have not been able to bring forth in your life. Disappointment, could be regrets, could be repentance, could be grief, could be sorrow, could be anything. Disappointments mainly, right? Release that, because there is something that you're blocking, and it's a block, that solar plexus chakra. It's a new growth, an expansion in your life. So if you don't release that energy, you will not be able to move forward. That's what they're telling you, right? It's a chakra clearance for sure. But at the end of the day, this is a new growth, a new development. It's a solar plexus chakra. It's that, see the yellow color. That's I can. You can if you want to. It's completely up to you what you want to do now. So if you want to move forward, if you want to take your life in a new direction, into a new growth area, into something where you feel completely rejuvenated, completely revitalized, it's up to you again, right? Then you have the 5 again, which is the card of the Hierophant, right? Where you have learned something, right? Again, learning is all about learning lessons, learning about old experiences and gaining new experiences, learning to understand what is not good and what is good, learning to blend in with people. Some of you guys could be even talking about your experiences with students, right? Or with people who are younger to you. Somewhere, you can communicate about what you have learned, but you can do that only when you let go of the old, finish off that cycle, liberate yourself, and start to practice something new in your life. That itself, right? This is the Tower. That itself will help you rebuild your life once again, because you can share your experiences, and when you share your experiences, you gain more wisdom, right? When you tell people what you have gone through in your life, in your younger teens, whatever that amount of years you have, experienced different phases of your life. And once you can do that, that's when you can start to rebuild on something new, because that way you're washing away the old in order to begin a new cycle in your life as well. But the only way you can do that is by liberating and talking about your experiences with other people, which will help you to set yourself free from all the disappointment, from all the regrets, because then you will get an answer to why things have happened. Because when you explain, when you talk, when you communicate, right, when you let other people know, then you gain more knowledge in yourself, more experience within you. Then you get an answer which probably you haven't still figured out as to why things have gone the way that things have gone for you in your life, right? I'm not talking about the twin flame. I'm just talking about you per se, divine feminine. So that rebuild of your own growth will happen when you share your vital information with other people who possibly can learn from your experience, and you also will grow from that learning. The moment you share things, the moment you understand, the moment you realize that lessons have not, lessons are tough, lessons are not easy lessons, but there is a reason why lessons come to you in life. Because if there was no lesson, then we wouldn't grow. We would all be stagnated, because we would all be in the same place that we have been attached with, right? The only way we can grow in our life is with learning experience, because that teaches us what life is all about. Good or bad, evil or ugly, take it in the way it is for us, it is for you, right? For everybody. So that is what they're saying, that in order to give birth to something, in order to nurture something, in order to grow, in order to build back yourself, you need to liberate yourself from all that hardship, from all the disappointment, from all the difficulties, from all that learning that you have now accumulated in yourself. Please talk to me about the release here. But again, the decision, the choice is yours. You want to do that, you can win. You don't want to do that, maybe you don't want to. Yeah, for sure, why not? Choice is yours. Please talk to me about the release here. Because the thing about all this experience, guys, is becoming more rich, right? Now, you might tell me that learning lessons is not something that one, like I said, is not something that we would like to have. But again, if it doesn't happen, we are not enriched, right? It needs to happen, because that's when the enrichment happens. That's when you feel that, yes, there has been a reason and a purpose in your life why this situation has occurred, right? So therefore, that's why they're saying, therefore, you have to work on yourself here. That's what the message is I'm getting, right? You have to learn to work on your own self. And that's when you will be a complete divine feminine figure by yourself. Please talk to me about the solar plexus here. And this is a very important time of the year, very important message. Please take it in the way it resonates with you, but I'm just conveying what my spirit is trying to tell me here, right? So we'll see. We'll hold on and see what's going on. Teach and rebuild. So there is an opportunity in your life that you will get from this experience you have had in your life. To communicate, tell people, to share your experiences, help other people. For some of you, somebody else that can be in the same shoes as you have been, or you are still probably, so you can always share your experiences with people. That enriches your sense of learning as well, right? And that helps you to build yourself back in shape once again. Bottom of the deck, the Hangman, right? Now, again, this is where there is a pause, right? So you could be thinking about this situation, wondering if you can do it, right? But there is a pause. So you are it's also, it's something that you're working on. Maybe at this point, it's like the dark night of the soul, very shadow kind of an energy. It's there in your subconscious. You're learning your experiences, you're growing from it, you are working to understand why such things have happened, what is the cause behind the whole situation, that kind of a feeling. So when you are like by yourself, you come across, you're in contact with something in your life, all these experiences, all these problems, all the disappointments, the good times, the bad times, and you're like going through that energy in yourself. And this is also a learning, a process of learning in yourself. A lot of information that you might have kind of missed out on before, or you hadn't paid heed to those information, something that very vital information that you could have possibly missed out catching on at that point in time, because you could have been very busy in your own world. But now, it's coming to the point where you have paused a lot of things, and you are kind of you're kind of thinking about the situation. Then you have got the 9 of coins and the 10 of coins, right? The 10 of wand, the 9 of coins. Yeah, there is a cycle closing as well for you, divine feminine, but we'll see. But at this portion, or at this moment, maybe you are closing a cycle, and that's where you're pausing to understand what you have gathered as a part of your experience from your old cycle. It also could be that for some of you, but we'll see. We'll see. Now, with the release card, which is card number 13, it's the death card, right? You get the 9 of cups in the reverse, which is, again, where your wishes have not come true. And you know what? The 6 of cups. What is that has not come true? It is your twin flame soulmate energy, right? All that you had wished for in this relationship did not come true at all, right? You haven't experienced your wish fulfillment as of now. As of now, that energy is there, right? You are still very much connected with your past life situation of this twin flame journey. But because of the situation, that's where they're saying, let it go. Whatever the disappointment, whatever the regret, whatever that guilt, the grief, that sorrow that you have been experiencing of this, experiencing in yourself, divine feminine, you need to liberate yourself from that energy. That's what they're saying. Let it go. Okay? And then you have the Queen of Cups. I'm so sorry. The Queen of Coins. Hold on, guys. This is... And the Hierophant. And the reason... Hold on. And the reason you have not been able to experience your wish fulfillment is because of this situation. Because this commitment was with a karmic situation. So the karmic is showing up very much in here with that commitment, right? And that is where your wish has remained unfulfilled. And you know that. And it's a very clear message, right? This information is something that is not new to you. You have, again, but now that's what they're saying, that you know the whole story, why your wish has not been fulfilled, what has happened here. But again, it's time to say goodbye to that story, right? But we'll see. It's time to say goodbye to that story. And that is where possibly you have paused a lot of things in your life to reevaluate on this decision of yours. It also could be that. Please talk to me about the 9 of Cups in the reverse. that this situation, that this energy, yeah, the Knight of Coins, yeah. You're working on this situation. You're working on something new in your life. Again, where you have not been able to get your wish fulfillment. But now it's like the energy is that it's okay, you know, that's fine. I can still work on something new, right? The Six of Wands. I can still work on my confidence. Maybe some of you guys have lost your confidence in yourself as well, right? Because of this situation where you're not feeling confident that you will be able to maybe go ahead with something different in your life or do something different here. That kind of confidence that is there in you or has been there in you before, but because of all this disturbances, it could be that lack of confidence. But now you want to manifest something new and you're working on that. You are definitely going slow, but you're going steady on that situation. You're thinking about it. You're going to work on that situation in the tangible world. You might have to put in a lot of effort. It will require a lot of effort from your end. You will have to do your due diligence. You have to work for it. It just won't come to you. That's what they're trying to tell you here. That you have to work towards it, whatever that you're working now for. Please talk to me about this Six of Cups here. So you have to keep working on that. Don't give up, guys. Whatever that you're moving forward to or trying to understand what it is that you want to do now. It can be anything for anybody here. The Five of Cups. Yeah, the Six of Cups, the Five of Cups. Which is where, again, a learning lesson in your life. You are realizing that this situation has taught you some good lessons in life. Where you have a soulmate energy that caused so much of disappointment. No wishes fulfilled. Right? And it's like, you're trying to understand what is a lesson out of this hardship. That's what I'm getting, right? What is the cause of all this? Why did this all happen? That is your question out here. Why? You're trying to understand in yourself that because, see, again, and which is true, that nobody wants to get hurt. Nobody wants to be disappointed. Nobody wants to go through a learning lesson. But it's very important that you have to first understand why this has happened. What is the kind of learning you have learned and why this learning was important for you, right? The strength. What is that power? Maybe you are becoming more strong than before. Wherein, this lesson, this energy, this experience is making you more strong, which perhaps earlier you had not been able to do. Maybe you were not that strong before, right? Maybe you were much softer. Maybe more naive for some of you. Not in a bad way, in a good way, right? A lot of people are, especially women. When you trust somebody, when you love somebody, when you give your heart to somebody, you have to be naive. Because if you are not naive, you cannot open your heart. If you're extra smart, you will never open your heart because you will always keep your heart closed and you'll see what you can get from that situation without giving anything to that. But you haven't done that. You have done your full due diligence to the story, and yet in return, You only got back this episode here. So this is where you are trying to gather more knowledge about the situation in yourself, but this is also a fact that the universe has done this because the universe wants you to become more powerful. And that is perhaps the whole reason behind this entire learning situation here. Please talk to me about the Queen of Coins. Where they put a karmic in the picture for you, the Six of Swords. Yeah. And this is the time that you want to move away from that baggage, right? All this karmic situation, all this third party karmic, everything, right? Where you have gone through some, illness. Some of you could have been feeling very low within yourself, right? And you have been crossing through a lot of turmoil, lot of hardship, a lot of ups and downs because of this karmic situation. And now you just want to get out of that. You want to go to some place, where there is peace, there is serenity, there is, harmony, there is balance, right? You don't want to stick in that situation, because you're still in that, where you're moving out and trying to move out from that up and down, the turmoil, that feeling of, ebb and flow, that kind of an energy, right? And it's all because of this karmic situation where, this learning lesson has been a huge, huge part of the deal in this twin flame connection for you. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, you have reached the rock bottom because with so much of ebb and flow and so much of up and down and so much of, turmoil, it's tumultuous. Anxiety, stress out, burdened, right? You don't want that energy anymore. You want to be settled. You want some kind of stability in your own life. Right? You want to feel happy about your own situation. Please talk to me about the Hierophant. And this is all because of this spiritual commitment where you have been going through, see the Lovers. Yeah. Where you wanted this commitment with your divine masculine. Right? It's a spiritual commitment that you have. But the problems you had to face is enormous with a capital E, the Six of Wands, which took away your victory, which took away your confidence in yourself, right? And you want to get out of that. It's a transition. That's where you are, progressively moving forward too. It's step by step, right? Because of the learning lesson, because of all this, because of this entire episode of this twin flame connection, it's made you very it's given not only a hard time. I don't know what words I should be expressing myself with here, right? It's kind of made you feel so unstable, disbalanced, right? Because of the spiritual commitment. It's been an ongoing process. It's been an ongoing process, and that's what you're trying to understand now. Then why was all this necessary for you? Was it a necessary thing for you? That's when you're trying to delve into an answer that, it's a question that what did I do so much that I had to go through so much of problems or so much of rough times, whatever just because I have a spiritual commitment with my twin. And it's true. Anybody, not just you, Divine Feminine, in your position, I would be asking the same question. Right? Why? What was the need for that? If this situation, and it's all because of a spiritual love, commitment, happiness. And it's all very spiritual. But so much of trouble, was it necessary? That's your question in here. You're looking for an answer. But the thing over here, what Spirit is saying, that yes, maybe it was. But now, whatever you have learned, and it was a part of your learning. If this learning hadn't happened, you would have not been able to liberate yourself from a lot of other situations in life. But now, you are stronger than you think you are. And you are capable of liberating yourself from all difficult situations that you have. Because this is not only difficult, this is tumultuous. This is one of those hardships that you have gone through, which is, kind of made you into a different person, maybe. Please talk to me about the release. So you possibly feel different now, or you will be feeling different as you liberate yourself from that energy and you let it go, because you are, be assertive. That's what they're saying. That you are learning to prove yourself, right? Not the right time. Not the right time. Peaceful resolution, Trust, that's what they're saying. Trust, peaceful resolution. Don't fight it. It's not the right time to fight anything. Trust in the universe and go for a peaceful resolution. But be assertive, but don't fight. Don't be in a conflict. That's what they're saying. Say what you have to say, right? There is no problem. Be assertive. Say what you have to say. But release yourself from all those situations that you had been holding on as a part of your conflict as well. So they're asking you to do, what they're asking you to do, guys, is a conflict resolution here. Right? They're asking you to resolve that situation peacefully. Don't fight with this karmic. Okay, this is also a part of the story. Hold on. Don't bring up this karmic situation or all this story. Don't tell if you're having a conversation with your divine masculine, just don't go back into that story. That's also a part of it, right? So they are saying that this is not the right time to bring up the old story with him. You can be assertive in order to release all that problems in yourself, so that this situation is not repeated in your life. But don't jump back into the old story. That's what they're saying. Have a peaceful resolution and trust that things are going to get better. So don't keep jumping back into the old story every time you happen to have a conversation and then you go back like 2 years ago, you did that to me, or 5 months back you told me this. Don't bring up the old subject here. That's what they're saying. Be assertive. Tell them what you have to tell him. There is no problem. But don't fight the story. Don't fight the story. Let it go. Release that. Release that, right? Because you are solar plexus chakra. You need to clear that chakra in order to make a move forward, right? Tell yourself you can do it, and you can, 100%. Because with this, you have the Five of Pentacles. So this is where the depression part of the story is. The Knight of Swords in the reverse and the Five of Pentacles, where there has been a lack of trust, a lack of communication, right? Where there has been a block towards honesty and truthfulness. Nobody has spoken the right thing here. The divine masculine hasn't, and neither have you, right? But at the same time, y'all have both the same energy, right? Where both of you have been feeling miserable without each other. Because both of you have been left out in the cold as well, together. But nobody has been honest about this feeling for one another. You haven't expressed. There has been no honesty, right? With the Ten of Cups in the reverse, because of a lack of emotional commitment here, right? So you felt that you are not committed, so you don't need to talk. He felt that he's not committed, then he doesn't need to talk. So nobody has been clear and honest about this whole situation in this journey here. That is something that needs to go. And this is because of a chakra block. Okay, so this is what has happened in here, guys. That both of you all felt that, oh, I'm not committed. Why should I be even bothered to talk about it? Because that would mean that I would show my respect to him, and he felt the same. Oh, why should I talk? That means she'll think that I'm weak, that I'm missing her, right? But at the end of the day, both you guys are in the same boat, is what I'm getting here. Please talk to me about the Five of Pentacles. And this again is a learning lesson. The five, it's all been a learning lesson. That you can't keep doing this. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. There has been a lot of dishonesty on the situation here. Nobody has spoken the truth. Nobody has spoken the truth. Yeah, see the Ace of Swords. There has been a lot of dishonesty here between the two. Please talk to me about the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Oops. Hold on, guys. This is too many messages. Right? And it's only because both of you, both the twins, have felt that lack of commitment. Right? So they have been deceiving each other over this lack of commitment. And nobody spoke out the truth of this hardship and of the lesson learned. Please talk to me about the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, the Moon, see? Lot of fear about this. Lot of things in hiding. Yeah, that's what I said, that nobody spoke out the truth. What exactly has been going on in this journey? Yeah, the strength. Right? Everything was in hiding because you, Divine Feminine, have been lacking your personal power to tell the truth here. How much I miss you, how much I cannot do without you, whatever that story could be, right? Whatever the learning lesson is. Feeling spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially poor without this man with you. The same thing with him, right? Both of you, the twins have been deceiving this connection. And both have gone into depression. Because, why? Because none of them have spoken the truth or declared the truth and kept everything under covers and hiding. Please talk to me about the Ten of Cups in the reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. And this is all because of money, right? He hasn't told you the reason why he could not commit. You haven't told him how much you miss him. So again, like I said, it's all been because of this reason. Right? It's all because of this reason. The Page of Swords. Understanding. Getting a clear clarity, but you'll have been silently observing the whole situation, trying to see what you can do about it, how you can change this, but none of y'all have spoken out loud. Nobody has told the truth in here. From his side, from your side, both sides. Please talk to me about the solar plexus chakra. Let's talk to me about the solar plexus chakra here. The situation will improve. Thank God for that. Right? This will improve. Yes. That's a confirmation, right? It will improve. Abundance, remain positive, everything will come back. No need to worry. Yeah, everything will come back to normal. But this is what I'm saying, that all this has been a part of your learning lesson, growing as well. Take it in a very positive way, guys. I know it's difficult. Some of you might be saying that, oh, yeah, just because you haven't gone through the learning lessons, it's easy for you to say that. It is not easy. Trust me. We as individuals, all of us have gone through severe learning lessons in some point in our life or the other. Now, whether we choose to talk about it or not, that is completely, again, our choice. But everybody has. People who say that my life has been absolutely a cakewalk, they are the biggest liars you will ever come across. Because if you have not learned, you cannot grow. The only way you can grow is by learning. In schools, when you fail to cross an examination, right, you cannot go on to the next grade. The only way you can go to the next grade is only when you cross that examination and you pass the result and you pass the test and you get your result and you get to the next level. Life is exactly the same, similar situation. So treat this as a part of your life university, right? Because life is the biggest university. And that is what I'm telling you. Okay, so this is where you will understand why this has happened in your life, Divine Feminine. And you will get your result. And you will get to see how the situation will improve once you can understand why all this has happened in your life. So this is where teach and rebuild, right? This is where you can share your experience with other people, maybe in similar situations or with young people who are getting there, right? Who are growing up, who need guidance to rebuild their life, to start their life. Or you to rebuild your life or somebody else's life with your experiences as well. Can be anything for anybody, right? With this, you get the World card, the Four of Coins, and the Emperor. So what I'm getting, guys, is that a situation is closing for sure, right? And this Emperor could be you, because we both have the divine masculine and the feminine energy in us. So it's not necessary that it could be the divine masculine, it also can be you, who will take the leadership role in order to share their experiences with other people so that you can build somebody else's life as well going forward in your future. Right? So, but for that, you have to work on yourself, on your own security as well. Right? You have to learn to understand that it's okay to share your feelings. You don't have to get scared. It's okay to let other people know what you have gone through in life. You don't need to get scared. You want to, right? But for which you have to learn to be open. To be open. Right? How to work, how to build a team in your life. What are the things that you require in order to create a stability in your life? How do you function in your everyday life? What are the things that you need to improve on? Where is that you are lacking security? What are the kind of things that you have to take into account? All those experiences. So don't feel insecure about your own experiences. You have learned, you have grown. Consider this as a part of your growing, right? And that's when you come to the point of understanding that I have picked up so much in my own life that I can talk about it. I can help other people. I can help young people to improve upon their quality of life by giving them the rightful advice, maybe of your whatever you have learned from your monetary part of the situation, how you manage your finances, right? How do you manage your finances? What do you do? How do you, build your finances? What are the things that you need to improve on? Things like that, which helps other people to build their own future, right? What is the quality in life you need for to work with a team or to work as a part of the team? Right? Because nobody can function alone. So you always need a team to work with you, whether professionally or personally, in the tangible world. Right? Because that kind of gives you the motivation, that kind of helps you to understand how to work with people around you, how to collaborate with people. Situations like that, how to think, how to build a strong foundation in life, where you don't lack anything ever. So with the World card, there is a situation that you're closing. Please talk to me about the World here. The Sun and the Queen of Swords. Yeah. Your thought process. That's your energy, right? You're liberating your thought process. You're understanding things better. You're getting more clarity on a lot of things in life that possibly you haven't understood before. Because as you liberate yourself, as you close the old chapter, as you move out of the old phase in your life, your understanding, your transformation, your intelligence, your intellect, your analytical mind is much more stronger. You can see things through. You can see things from, even from a distance. You know exactly who those people are in your life with whom you want to be a part of, and with whom you don't want to be with anymore. Right? So because you, like I said, you have gone through a learning lesson. So there are a lot of things in life you don't want to be a part of the deceitful energy anymore. Right? You want truth, you want honesty. You don't want other people taking advantage of you feeling lonely and sad, right? Where you have been hiding things and other people could have been taking advantage or have, kind of taking advantage of your situation and manipulating you. Right? So there are a lot of things. So some of you guys could have also been manipulated with your money, where others have taken advantage of you feeling helpless or depressed and have robbed you or cheated you of your own pockets. Right? So it can be anything for anybody. And you haven't spoken about that. Or they have given you misinformation, they have given you wrong information, they have hidden things from you because they knew that you are helpless right? You are feeling depressed and helpless, and they manipulated your situation, given you wrong information about the divine masculine or about anything in the world that, they knew that you will, you know, uh, that you will, because that you have no power um, of commitment with that person. So somebody could have taken advantage of that situation with you as well, because they know that you could be alone for some of you, right? And because somebody knows that you're alone and you're helpless, and that this whole situation of the twin flame has not been working in your favor because of all this karmic and all the situation, and because of all the disappointment and all the regret and all the situation, somebody could have very well manipulated your money and your finances right under your nose, where you probably had lacked a commitment towards your own abundance as well, that you haven't really looked after your finances well for some of you. Right? So all this situation is where you have to understand that it's time to liberate yourself, and that you will do, divine feminine, because you will become very intelligent in order to know who is trustworthy and who is not in your life. And that is again something that you can teach people as well. Justice. Yeah. Because now you're very clear. You're very clear about your own truth, your own karma, and your own honesty in life. Please talk to me about the Four of Pentacles in here, please. So there are a lot of things that you are coming in contact with as a part of your learning. And this is why this learning was required. For you to open your eyes and see the world and know the truth. And know the truth. So that you are not naive anymore. You're not naive anymore. You're highly intelligent. You can perform as a very intelligent person. And nobody can manipulate you anymore. Right? With the Four of Coins, the High Priestess. Because of your inner subconscious knowing. You're not going to say this loud, right? You're not going to declare this to people. Oh, I don't like you. No, don't come to my house. Maybe you will. Some of you might. But most of you will be like, I know exactly who you are, and I'm not going to bring you back in my home again. Right? The Page of Coins. Yeah. And that will be a highly intuitive work. You will listen to your intuition will become far more pronounced than before. You will be so highly intuitive, divine feminine, that I said to you that nobody can take you for a ride anymore in your life. In your life, because you will listen to your intuition and you will work only with your own intuition that comes to you from within you. Please talk to me about the Emperor. And that's how you take back your control, your power in your hands. Right? Please talk to me about the Emperor. And this can be also a situation, guys, that your divine masculine is learning to recognize in you. In you as well. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. Right? Where there has been a lot of stress over this situation. Because this person as well has not been listening, Nine of Wands, Nine of Swords, has been stubborn and not paying attention to their intuition. So this could be also a part of his learning too with you, that you need to pay attention to your intuition and not to your anxiety and worries. Right? Because if you are stubborn and you don't pay attention to your intuition, obviously all you will get back in return is a bag full of stress, anxiety, guilt, and worry. Right? So this could very well be a learning lesson for this man as well. And this lesson is coming to him from you, where he is learning to recognize you as the Queen of Swords, the only reason being because he knows that you are highly psychic and intuitive. You belong to, you don't say everything. You don't say, but when you say the truth, right? And sometimes your words can be harsh, but other times you are silent, but intuitively you know what you want. So this is also a part of his learning too, from you, right? Which is where his understanding is that experiences in life need to be shared, because you learn from him, he learns from you. So it is also a part of this sharing, learning, growing experience over here, right? So this is his complete understanding. See, the Page of Wands and the Nine of Wands, the King of Cups. Yeah, that thing is that he has been stubborn. He has had temper tantrums with his emotions, right? And this is something he's learning to understand where he's gone wrong, because he hasn't listened or paid attention to his own subconscious, that you have done and shown him how to work with your subconscious. So this is also your learning lesson, his learning lesson from you, as to why things have happened and what are the things that both of you have learned from each other here. Please talk to me about the teach. That this is a very spiritual journey, right? And the spiritual journey has been a tough journey. But this has been a journey of learning, of growing, of nurturing, of understanding, of compromises, everything, right? Within the next few weeks. Yeah, things will change. Things will start to change. Look for a sign. Yeah. Things will start to change. Things will start to rebuild by itself. It will crumble and then it will rebuild. Let's talk to me about the rebuild here. So a lot of things has crumbled or will crumble. Trust. But the trust will be rebuilt. Yeah. What has crumbled over here, guys, is the trust. Reconsider. Reconsider the trust portion. Go back to it. Go back to it. Just don't give up on this. That's what they're saying, okay? Reconsider your decisions of trusting people again in your life, because you have learned lessons, right? And I'm talking to the divine masculine as well as with you, divine feminine. But this last part is mostly with the divine masculine, of learning to trust people. But reconsider your decision and your options of where you want to put your trust and where you don't want to put your trust anymore. Choice will be yours. That's what I told you right in the beginning. Choice will be yours, right? But whatever has crumbled will come back. It's a new trust that will grow back in time between the two of you, right? But reconsider all the options, all the decisions before this new growth of trust starts to build up once again in your lives. Okay, so enjoy this reading, guys, and I'll see you once again by next week. Till then, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, and Namaste.